get your perspective on what the current grocery scenario, grocery industry, grocery delivery scenario is. GrocerApp is the largest e-grocery company in Pakistan right now. You've set it up single-handedly with Bilal and your co-founders. What do you look, man? I mean, what do you look at? What do you see कि Pakistan में इस वक्त क्या हो रहा है? There are new technology companies coming up, and just very recently, another big player in the ecosystem. We have Panda Mart, a delivery hero company. They've jumped into grocery delivery. Then we've got Airlift. They've raised a humongous round. We have Cheetah, who's raised a lot of capital, and they're all trying to somehow disrupt the delivery industry. Ahmed, what happens to the metros and the Al-Fatahs and the Imtiaz, and where do you think you're going to position yourself in the future? So it's three questions kind of put together, and I'll let you take a big. Go ahead, Ahmed.
Sure. So first thing, I think what I see as an overall grocery industry, I think there are two sort of, like everyone realizes that for a consumer perspective, there are modern trade stores and there are general trade stores. And if you see for the last 15 or 16 years, the modern trade store has been eating up general trade store very fast. I think Pakistanis are experiencing modern trade very recently, like from 2005, Metro was the first one to come into Pakistan, then Carrefour. Considering the pressure, Al-Fatah, Imtiaz, really up their game. They get into a category of a modern trade. They started building up very large stores. Like until 2016, you see that Al-Fatah only had 2 stores. Now they're building up more and more stores. They're also getting into the express stores chain as well. So I think the Pakistani consumer is experiencing or is tasting the modern trade very recently. So they are enjoying that experience. Large hypermarkets, having from fresh produce to electronics to apparels, everything under one roof, offering best price. So I think that is one thing. And if you talk to anyone in the brand side of the business, or if you talk to retailers, they'll tell you that modern trade is the share of modern trade in the overall retail sector is increasing, especially in the urban markets like Karachi, Islamabad, Lahore, Faisalabad. The second thing is the general trade experience, where you see that that has been there for like years. Small mom and pop shops offering a limited assortment range, but you get them. They're at every corner, every street, and you get them to even deliver your groceries. वो फिर वो भी होता है कि जी वो एक खाता भी चल रहा है, उसे कॉल की बत दें भैया मंथ एंड पे कर लेंगे. So that is the traditional grocery space. Now coming towards the online space. So I think in every household, what we believe is there are 3 sort of use cases. One is your impulse buying use case के आपके दोस्त आ गए एकदम घर में बेल हुई है, आपको ग्रोसरी चाहिए, आप खाना बना रहे थे, आपको याद है दही नहीं है, so you want it like instantly. The second is your in fact, I'll start oppositely. But firstly, the monthly stock up use case. The monthly stock up use case is like at the start of the month, you want to do groceries of your whole month in one go. And for that reason, if you see from 1st till 7th, the metros and Carrefour, they're all choked. They're a huge line. So that is the first biggest use case in every household. And that also captures almost 40% of your wallet share. The second 40% wallet share is your weekly top up use case. Once you pass on the monthly use case, आपको जब 8-10 तारीख होती है, then you realize that the milk is the ghee is running out. We forgot ketchup in the last monthly orders. The pamper is running out. So you do a weekly shopping or weekly list shopping sort of case, whereas a more planned scheduled grocery, but a bit smaller than the monthly use case. The third one is the impulse buying use case, where you realize that okay, I need to cook chicken kadai and I forgot yogurt, or someone walks in and I need cold drinks. So I think the 3 companies that you just mentioned is the Cheetah, Airlift, and Panda Mart. They're targeting the impulse buying use case, that you order and you deliver it in 30 minutes. Panda Mart doing 20 minutes, and I think it's a pretty big use case, and especially in the Generation Z or millennials as they grow up, it will become a bigger use case as well. But considering the Pakistani audience, I think the monthly use case or the weekly use case is the bigger use cases. People are price driven in those use cases. People want a larger assortment range. So that is the use case that we are chasing after. So I think in this category, we are targeting very different use cases. We are chasing the monthly stock up and the weekly top up use case. Those guys are trying to chase your impulse buying use case. So it's a very different segment. And we believe that every household has both the use cases, but which one is the bigger, which one has the biggest wallet share of the household. So that in that way, we are a bit different from those competition. One thing we believe is that at least for another 12 to 18 months, all the companies that you mentioned is, in fact, I would say they're our partners in building up this category of online shopping, because currently less than 1% trade online. 99% of shopping still from modern trade or a general trade store.